Hi everyone, my name's Alex and I'm the sole developer behind Reflex Unit 2. I just wanted to give you a kind of development update on the Switch version and a little playthrough of the first couple of stages. So let's go. So like I said, this is the Switch version. Reflex Unit 2 is already out and available for iOS, for mobile, Oculus Go, Oculus Rift and Oculus Quest on SideQuest. And hopefully the Switch version will be passing Nintendo certification soon and available in America, Europe, Australia, and then eventually Japan as well. Okay, so this is the main menu, and from here we can select the single player campaign mode. We have the 2 to 4 player versus online mode, tutorial, online ranking, the 1 to 2 player co-op, and survival mode. So for today I'm going to go into the campaign mode. Let me just quickly jump into the options and show you what we have in here. So we have 2 different control styles. I'm going to choose the third person style today, but we can also have a more traditional twin stick style as well. We have some soft kind of assisted target aiming, which you can switch on and off if you want a bit more of a challenge. We also have a new addition to the Switch version, which is this retro 80s or 90s kind of render style. I have a mysterious empty box here for a future option that will hopefully be coming to Switch, again assuming Nintendo approve. I'll leave that as a little mystery for now. And the map UI during gameplay, we can have the map at the top or at the bottom. The online mode, you can have public or private games, and in private games you just share this pin with your friends, and if they have the same pin you can have a private match with them. I'm going to switch this onto public for now. The gyro mode, this is a new addition I added to the Switch, so if you switch this on, I'm just moving the Switch around and I can kind of get a bit of a VR kind of style experience to look around the play area. Just for the benefit of you all watching on YouTube, I'm going to switch that off for today though. Vibration, yeah, for firing. We have a brightness control here, pretty standard stuff, and obviously music and effect volumes. Right, so let's jump into the campaign. Now when you start the campaign mode, if you've never played the tutorial, it will put you into the tutorial first of all, so that's what we're going to start with. Okay, so let's go. So you can see there's lots of locked boxes here, representing some of the kind of hidden character assets that are found throughout the campaign. But for now we're stuck with the soldier, so let's select this guy.
Unit ready.
And get going. Okay, so this is the twin stick shooter mode. So basically
Reloading.
The left stick is going to move around and the right stick is going to fire in the direction it wants to fire in. If we jump into the options again, I'm going to switch it on to style A, which is more of a kind of third person style shooter mode. So yeah, let's go. So from here we have 2 kind of flashing areas. If I look at the map at the top left, which I can select and open up, you can see that the first objective is the green mark there. Kind of interesting in this little building here, so let's head inside there. And this is a new kind of update that I've added recently. Some buildings can now be entered. You get a kind of closer viewpoint of the soldier character and you can go inside. So in the tutorial stage, this is just a kind of example building to show that you can go inside. Okay, so let's head towards the first objective. Okay, so this is just a simple tutorial showing you that you can rotate with the right stick and fire with the ZR button. I'm just trying to get the player familiar with objectives, the map, and kind of basic movement and firing. Now this is the first introduction to the ability to change characters. I'm just going to hit A there and you see the drop pod drops in and suddenly we're in this kind of cool looking 4-legged tank. So what I like about this tank is when he's moving he kind of walks to get more stability with the cannon when he's firing, and when you let go of fire you get a bit more speed with the wheels that pop out the bottom of the legs. So this is a kind of strategic element I've tried to add to the characters, that their movement speed when firing, when not firing is a little bit different. So the first objective here is just destroy this little shield generator. So let's fire at that.
Reloading.
There we go. You can spin using the right stick, or you can press the shoulder buttons and kind of give a quick 45-degree spin as well. Now the left trigger activates
activated.
special ability.
Reloading.
And this will depend on which character you're
Ability
choosing.
offline.
In the case of this mech here, you've got a
Ability
shield.
activated.
Yeah, so these enemies in the
offline.
first tutorial
Ability
stage are very,
full.
very easy anyway. Probably don't need the shield. Okay, so our first objective is very, very simple. We just need to head to this little shield generator terminal up here and just hack into it. And we're done. The tutorial's cleared. Now we can start the
5,
campaign for
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to skip the introduction video. Feel free to watch that if you want to play through the game yourself. And here's the level select screen. So a lot of this is locked initially, but we have 4 different game modes that you can play with through the campaign to get your 100% completion. Right now we're at 2% complete, so there's a lot of games still left to play, obviously. And mission 1 is open in normal mode, and currently expert mode and all the different other modes are currently locked. So let's jump into mission 1. Okay, so obviously from here we can press the A button to continue, or we can actually look down and have a little preview of the play area using the hologram mode. So the whole map is available for you to kind of fly around and get used to the lay of the land before you start your mission. Okay, and from here, so on the last level we picked up these four-legged kind of tank base and this Vulcan cannon top. So I'm going to select this.
Unit ready.
So one of the changes from Reflex Unit 1 is that now you can enter water and use this to strategically kind of reach areas that you couldn't before. Very deep water is obviously inaccessible, but these kind of shallow water areas that you enter. So keep a lookout for these. Just be aware that they will slow you down, and in the case of the soldier, he can't fire while swimming in the water because he's busy swimming, moving his arms around. Okay, so let's head into the map. So you can actually see our support vessel here, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drop pods. So as you play the game, just keep a lookout for the support vessel and notice that these drop pods will actually diminish as you use them throughout the campaign. Okay, so we've got our first very simple kind of puzzle, if you want to call it that, here. We've got the shields and a shield generator, so I'm just going to destroy this guy.
Shield deactivated. Loading.
Okay. So there's a kind of strategic stealth element as well. If you look at the top left minimap, again you can open this up and have a closer look. The green vision cones mean that you haven't been spotted. When they turn red, so you get spotted. Turn red, they're onto you, and you've got to evade or just take them out.
Reloading.
So if you want to play in a more kind of stealthy, less aggressive way, there's nothing stopping you playing through the game. In the majority without shooting anybody. Very, very challenging way to do it though.
Reloading. Ability activated. Reloading.
So I'm playing through this in single player right now, but the entire campaign is also playable in 2-player co-op.
Ability
no different. The entire campaign is there.
Ability activated.
Playable over the internet. You can set up a public game or a private game to play with your friends.
Offline.
And what's nice is that you can also play with your friends on other platforms. So if you've got a friend playing on the Oculus Quest version or the iOS version, Android version,
deactivated.
There's nothing stopping you playing co-op with those friends as well.
Reloading. Repairing.
So my current objective is to head to the control center of the shipping port and look for enemy intel. So you can see the little white arrow around the mech. This is pointing in the general direction of where you're supposed to go. Of course you can also pause at any time and have a look around. and just pressing the right button will zoom over to your objective, and you can see this objective is actually inside a building. So we've got to try and find that building.
Reloading.
So as I mentioned, one of the changes in Reflex Unit 2 is that water can actually now be entered. So we can actually use this kind of little hidden shortcut to go around the back of this base to enter. Or we could equally just go around the front and kind of blast away in. I'm going to take a more stealthy approach this time. Okay, let's just take these guys out before I enter the building. So I don't want them surprising me when I come out again.
Reloading.
You notice they all have a kind of little laser showing you their view direction, because they obviously could be off screen. I wanted to put that in as a gameplay element to show you where they're watching. And if that laser's green, then they don't see you. If it's red, obviously they've spotted you.
Reloading.
So it looks like our first objective is in here. Just take out this turret. Lovely.
Reloading.
And head inside. Okay. So now I'm the soldier. Obviously a lot weaker. Whoa. A lot weaker than the tank.
Reloading.
But I do have a nice little special to use, which is a cloak.
Ability
Activate that
activated.
now. So it discharges pretty quickly, but I can actually run past these guys while I've got the energy, and they don't know what's hit them.
Ability offline.
Oh, it's run out. I'll take it the old-fashioned way now.
Reloading.
There we go. One guy left. Oh, two.
Reloading.
Let's hack into this terminal.
Objective achieved.
Great. Now we've unlocked the next objective. So the next objective is to access the shipping archives and try and find the location of the next enemy base. Okay, so we're back in our mech now. Let's try and find this shipping archive. So you see my arrow is actually pointing up here, but it's kind of blocked. So I can work my way around and try and get in there.
Reloading.
Oh, something over there. Ah, so this is a pickup. So hidden in every single campaign stage is a little kind of pickup item
Unlocked.
that lets you unlock new parts for your mechs. So let's use that now. So if we press the X button to go to deploy drop pod, you'll see now on the player select, now we've got two bases to choose from, and it's like it's a little bit faster than the four-legged mech, but the shields are a little bit weaker. So let's try that out.
Unit ready.
Okay, now we got speed on our side, but the shields, as I said, are a little bit weaker with this one, so I'm going to use that speed to dodge the other guys. Okay, so as I said, our next objective is at the top of this kind of cliff up here.
Reloading.
So I could work my way around.
Ability
Just pick
full.
up ability full there. But also some elements of this level are actually destructible, like these little gates here.
Reloading.
So maybe I can take a little shortcut. I'm just blasting my way through here.
Reloading.
Great. Let's put this shield on.
Reloading.
Let's wait for this guy to turn around. Lovely.
Reloading.
Take out the shield generator.
Shield deactivating.
Whoa.
Ability offline.
So, big kind of bunch of trees here, and obviously a tank is too big to go through. I can obviously go around, but one of the other things that maybe I could show is just pausing this and changing to the soldier character.
Unit ready.
So the soldier is obviously a lot weaker than the tanks, but he can go places where the tanks can't go. So if you want to take a bit more of a stealthy approach,
activated.
you can use the cloak
Ability
and this
offline.
ability to kind of run through trees,
Ability offline.
take little back alleys to get towards the objectives. That's completely up to you.
Downloading. Objective achieved.
Okay, and we're nearly at the objective.
Ability activated.
Take
Reloading.
this guy out.
Ability offline. Ability offline.
Okay, looks like our next objective is, I guess that's over to the north. So that's, there's a big bridge up here with this guy, so let's shoot him.
Reloading.
Okay, got some kind of abandoned highway here that leads to the objective, I hope. Ooh, flamethrower. Looking forward to unlocking that. And green smoke.
Mission accomplished.
And we're done. Mission achieved.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so that's the end of my little kind of developer playthrough of the first stage. Hope you're looking forward to the Switch version coming out, hopefully in the next month or so, and in the meantime, feel free to try out the iOS or the Android Oculus Go, Oculus Rift or Quest versions, and thanks for watching.